I'd be back.
Over the years, Norfolk, Virginia has transformed from a seaside town into a bustling mid-Atlantic business and military hub. But for 16-year-old Natalie Purdy, Norfolk feels worlds away from the gritty streets she's grown up on.
I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, in a section called East New York, which is a kind of rough area in Brooklyn. You may see robbery, you may see a murder, you may see a drug deal.
After her mom gets mugged in the elevator of their apartment building, Natalie's parents decide it's safer to send their daughter south to live with her grandmother.
What do you think?
It's a lot different than the city.
You think you can handle all the peace and quiet? There are my girls. Come give your grandma a kiss.
Hi, Grandma.
Oh, it's lovely to see you.
You too.
I got the spare room all fixed up for you.
Okay.
Used to be your room.
I bet you haven't changed a thing.
Hey, dear.
Hey, sweetheart. I can't believe how quiet it is out here.
Oh, you'll get used to it. We'll make a country girl out of you yet.
Compared to New York, it was like country. It was much slower, and you didn't see crime. So living in Virginia, I thought it would be a lot safer than living in New York.
Natalie spends the last week of her summer preparing for school and the dance team tryouts.
I started dancing at the age of 8 or 9. Dance was my life. I would eat, sleep, and drink dance. It was like a way to escape, and it was just an enjoyment.
Is everything all right?
I think someone's out there.
Out where?
Out in the woods. I heard a rustling.
You are such a city girl. It's probably just some critter. It's fine.
Living in New York, there was always police, sirens, ambulance, fire, just the traffic, the noise. So when I first moved to Virginia, I couldn't sleep at night because it was so quiet.
But as school gets underway, Natalie quickly finds her footing when she lands a spot on the dance squad.
Bye, guys. See you tomorrow. Great rehearsal.
I was just getting used to being in a new school. But dancing, it just helped me to get to know people better without even having to reach out to try and make friends.
But as Natalie heads home from practice one night, her streetwise instincts kick in and her guard goes up.
Hey, sorry. I didn't mean to scare you.
No, it's okay.
So you're a dancer?
How'd you know that? Oh. Right. Well, I guess I'd better get going.
Hey, I don't mean to be too forward or anything, but do you need a ride? I mean, it's dark, and I'd be happy to drive you.
Thanks, but my grandmother's picking me up.
Okay. I'm Kevin, by the way.
Natalie.
And if you ever change your mind about that ride, just give me a call.
Okay. Thanks. I will.
When I met Kevin, I was 16 going on 17. And my first impression of him was that he was handsome and he was older. So that was an attraction for me because he was just more mature.
But romance isn't a priority for Natalie. Her focus remains firmly on dance.
Hey, Grandma, it's me. I thought you were picking me up for dance practice. No, it's okay. I'll get a ride. I'll see you later for dinner, okay? Okay, bye.
Determined to make it to dance practice, Natalie remembers Kevin's offer, and she decides to take him up on it.
Hi, I don't know if you remember me. It's Natalie, the dancer. Yes, I was wondering if you could give me that ride to dance practice. Yeah? Okay, all right, okay, thanks, bye.
I started calling Kevin for rides to dance practice, and we started talking on the phone. So that's how our relationship started.
And the more time Natalie and Kevin spend together, the closer they get.
Thanks. So it's just the kind of book that has everything. I love it.
I'm not much of a reader, but it sounds interesting.
Oh, I think I got it right here. Yep. Here, try it. I think you'll really like it.
Okay, thanks. It may take me a while to get through it, but...
Take as long as you need.
Okay.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Kevin was just as supportive. He would drive me to dance rehearsal. He would pick me up. A lot of times he may even wait and be at the whole rehearsal, but we were just friends.
But not everyone thinks Natalie's friendship with Kevin is a good idea.
Hey, Grandma, what are you doing out here?
You be careful you're not leading that young man on.
What do you mean? I'm not leading him on. We're just friends.
You sure he sees it that way?
Yes, Grandma. You're so old-fashioned.
Matters of the heart don't change, honey. Old-fashioned or not. I've been around long enough to know when a man is interested in a woman. You need to take a step away from that boy. You might think he's just a friend, but he ain't gonna see it that way. Well, I'll switch my church schedule around and drive you to rehearsal myself, okay?
Okay.
Good, okay.
My grandmother was very adamant about don't play with people's emotions and to be careful as far as to accept any kind of favors from guys because they may look into it more. So I was trying to be cautious that I didn't make Kevin think that it was more to it. I wasn't prepared to have a full-on relationship.
As the school year progresses, Natalie continues to form new friendships.
She's a social butterfly. People love Natalie. She has that personality, that bubbly personality, and a smile that you don't forget.
I'm gonna get out of here. My feet are killing me. I'll see y'all later. Okay, bye.
Hey, you're a dancer, right? Because I think I've seen you around before. Oh, my brother, he's a dancer too.
Yeah, I'm a dancer. I've got the bumps and bruises to prove it too.
You should try massaging some rosemary oil.
Rosemary oil.
Yeah, it works great for my brother, and I'm on track, so it works great for me too.
I'm gonna have to try that. I don't mean to be rude, but I have to get going. It was nice meeting you.
Oh, Marcus. My name's Marcus.
I'm Natalie. I'll see you later.
I hope so.
Marcus's brother was also in dance, and we would all hang out after our performances. Marcus was very caring, he was funny, and I liked him.
And it doesn't take long for Natalie and Marcus to form a tight bond.
Thanks for hanging out with me today, Marcus. I really needed this break.
Hey, if you ever need to blow off steam, you know who to call.
Thanks.
Marcus and I grew very close. He treated me with a lot of respect, and he was very supportive, and I liked that about him as well.
All right, well, I should get going. I gotta get home for dinner.
Okay.
See you, Nat.
Bye.
Bye.
Immersed in school, dance, and her expanding circle of friends, Natalie doesn't see there's trouble brewing ahead until it's too late.
This traumatic event, it just came out of nowhere. This is something that should not happen with someone you love.
New York City native Natalie Purdy's first year in Norfolk looks like it's off to a great start, but looks can be deceiving.
Kevin.
Hey, sorry I called your name. I guess you didn't hear me?
No, it's fine. You just scared me.
The more that I started to hang out with Marcus and we grew closer, the less I saw of Kevin. I didn't even really talk to Kevin on the phone anymore.
How have you been? It's been forever.
You know, a little of this, a little of that. Staying busy. Oh, hey, I found this in my car. It's yours.
Oh, yeah, right. Did you like it?
Loved it. Thanks, and sorry it took me so long to get it back to you.
No, it was fine.
Hey, we should do something sometime. It's been a while.
Yeah, that sounds good. Guess I'll see you around?
All right, see you around.
It could be several weeks, and then I may call and say, oh, hey, or he may call and say, what you got going on? So I guess at that point, he was probably preoccupied with something else as well.
But as Kevin fades in and out of her life, Natalie's friend Marcus remains a constant presence.
Hey, Nat.
Hey. It's not even Christmas yet.
Go ahead, open it.
Oh my God, these are tickets to the Nutcracker?
Yeah.
Marcus, thank you.
Oh, and that's a national production, and I got us seats right in the orchestra section.
Oh my God, that's amazing. I can't wait, I'm excited.
Right?
Oh no, these are for the 21st.
Yeah, Saturday the 21st. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Marcus, I can't go. I have a dance recital the 21st.
But this is the Nutcracker.
Yeah, I know. Marcus, I'm sorry. You have to find someone else to go.
But no, I got them for you. Well, you can't miss one recital.
No, Marcus, I can't. I'm sorry.
All right, whatever.
As I was hanging out with Marcus more and more, I started thinking about my future and making dance a career. My dream was always to dance for a professional troupe. And so at that point, it was the most important thing to me over everything else.
And Natalie's dreams of becoming a professional dancer are about to take a major leap in the right direction.
Hello? Hey, honey. Yeah, Natalie, phone. It's your mom.
Okay, thanks. Hey, Mom. Alvin Ailey?
Alvin Ailey is a dance troupe that's based in New York. And Alvin Ailey had a school where you audition. And if you make it into the school, then you have more of a chance to audition as a professional.
Okay, I will. All right, thanks. All right, bye. I got the audition.
Congratulations! Just to receive the training through that school would just take me to a whole nother level. It would just allow me so many more opportunities.
And with a big audition ahead of her, Natalie makes a tough decision.
Because dance was so important to me, I started realizing that I wanted to only have my focus on dance. And so I came to the decision that I needed to tell Marcus that.
Marcus, I'm gonna have to work really hard to get ready for this audition.
Okay, you always work hard.
No, I mean, this is different.
All right, what are you trying to say?
We can still hang out, but I'll have to focus on dance full time. I hope that you can understand.
I mean, yeah, I understand you care more about dance than about me.
Marcus, you've always been a really good friend, and that means a lot to me.
Friend? Okay, Natalie. All right, I'll see you later.
Marcus was really upset about it. Marcus didn't take that well.
With her audition approaching, Natalie is determined to push herself as hard as she can, even if it means longer practices and late nights.
Bye, y'all. Have a good night.
And by the time Natalie leaves practice, her fellow dancers are long gone and she's alone. Or at least she thinks she is.
Kevin, I didn't recognize your car.
Hey, sorry. Yeah, I bought myself a new one. What do you think?
It's nice.
Well, I was nearby and I thought I'd drop in and say, hey, I was about to leave. I thought I'd miss you.
Oh, no, I'm practicing late all week for this audition in New York.
You are going to ace that audition.
Don't jinx me.
No, you're gonna do great.
Thanks.
Hey, you want to ride for old time's sake?
Sure.
Okay.
We ended up going to the movies. And from there, Kevin and I started dating.
But for Natalie, dancing remains her #1 priority, and she makes that clear to Kevin.
I started reminding him, I don't want to be in a serious relationship. And so throughout us dating, even though we were getting closer, I wanted to make sure it wasn't a mixed signal. But Kevin appeared that it didn't bother him at all.
So how's dance going?
It's good. I have a dance recital next Saturday.
Great. I'll be there.
You don't have to.
I want to.
You know I'm gonna have to practice late all week. You probably won't even see me.
Yeah, I know. Dancing comes first.
Kevin and I never had any drama. It was like a relief that, whew, okay, he believes in me, he trusts me. So that was another good thing.
What?
That sure would look good on you.
Maybe, but it probably costs a fortune, so.
So, I've got money.
I don't want you spending your money on me.
Why not? I mean, one day we'll be married and everything that's mine will be yours anyway.
Married?
I mean, one day.
When he stated if we were to get married, I took it as two friends just talking about what if and the future. And I really thought, you mean years from now. I'm not thinking that you mean in this year, in a few months.
You're lying.
But plans can change, and so can people.
Great, no, that's perfect. I'll be ready. Yes, I'm wearing the dress. Okay, see you soon. Grandma, you back already? Grandma, is that you? Grandma?
Natalie Purdy is getting ready for a date when an old friend pays her an uninvited visit.
Marcus, what are you doing here?
I know, I'm sorry. Your door is open. Well, you look good. What, you got a date or something?
Marcus, he would pop up sometimes. He would always want to make an excuse to come over.
Marcus, what is it?
Yeah, these are for you.
What are those?
The pictures. I just figured you might want them.
No, Marcus, I don't. You need to leave.
Look, I miss you, Natalie. Like, I just want to talk, all right?
Marcus, we've already talked. There's nothing else to say. Stay right here.
Hey, babe, you need to get your things. You ready to go?
Kevin, this is my old friend Marcus. He was just leaving.
How you doing, Marcus?
Yeah. Old friend. That's all I am. All right, well, I'll see you later, Natalie.
So now I'm really feeling bad for Kevin because he just came to take me on a date and he sees that Marcus is there. So I want to assure him that, again, I'm not playing with anyone's emotions. I'm not trying to take advantage of him.
Look, I know how this looks.
It's okay.
There's nothing going on between us.
You don't have to explain anything to me. I trust you.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
I'm thinking, wow, Kevin is so mature. And I was really pleased at the fact that he didn't show any kind of anger. He wasn't mad at me. He wasn't even mad at Marcus.
And Natalie's about to learn that Kevin has big plans for their relationship.
Hello.
Where were you earlier? I came by the house and no one was there.
You did?
Oh, I'm sorry. My grandma and I just went to the store. We must have just missed you.
Oh. Okay. Well, pretty soon I won't have to worry about finding you. You'll be right at home with me.
Yeah, I guess. Someday.
Someday soon.
And Kevin says to me, you know, soon you're gonna have to get ready to start packing to move in with my parents and I. In my mind, I'm thinking, this is not such a great idea. Natalie, time for dinner.
Okay, well, my grandma's calling me for dinner, so I'll call you back later, okay?
And then about a week and a half goes by. And Kevin and I, we don't talk about it anymore.
But Natalie isn't prepared for what happens next.
Okay, girl, pull yourself together.
Natalie?
Yeah?
Kevin's here.
Okay. Hey, what's with the boxes?
Somebody's got to help you pack up for our move, since you're not doing it.
And then he started talking about, oh, my parents are getting a new house built, and it'll be a larger house. And so if we were to get married, you could move in. And I just start trying to process what he has just said to me. And I'm almost like panicked.
Okay, Kevin, I think we need to talk.
What's going on?
I feel like things have been moving really fast, and I don't know, I think we should take a break.
I don't understand.
I'll be going to New York soon for my audition, and I'll be staying with my parents for a while.
Well, New York's only a few hours away.
Kevin, I think this will give us a chance to have some time to ourselves. Clear our heads.
But I love you. And I thought you loved me too. I thought we were going to get married.
I just was like, oh my goodness, this guy is not really getting this. So I started going into more details. My family will not give their approval for this marriage because I'm only 18. I haven't lived life yet. And so I said to him, I said, you know what? I really don't want you to think that I used you.
Here, I want to give this stuff back. I really wouldn't feel right keeping it.
But I thought we were just taking a break.
Yeah, we are. It's just...
Natalie, I love you. I love you.
The more I came up with something of why not, Kevin came up with, but why Natalie, I love you. And I'm not even really looking at him because I feel so bad at this point.
Kevin, I love you too, but that doesn't change anything. No, please, I think we should just...
Oh! And I look and I realize that he had stabbed me with the scissors.
I love you.
Kevin?
I love you.
Ow, Kevin, stop. Okay, Kevin, stop, please. Kevin, stop.
I'm now on the ground. And I'm trying to get away from him.
Please, Kevin, stop. Kevin, stop, please. Please, I'll do whatever you want, Kevin. Kevin, stop, please.
Natalie?
Her grandmother heard her screaming and hollering and went to go see what it was.
Kevin, stop!
She saw Natalie on the floor and blood everywhere, and she went to go call the police.
Oh my God.
As she left out of the room, Kevin went back to stabbing me.
What's your emergency?
We need help. It's my granddaughter. He's trying to kill her.
The only time he stopped was once he heard her on the phone calling the police.
She was in the back, 325 Cherry Street.
So, once he heard her calling the police and giving his description, he ran out.
Oh, baby. It's gonna be all right. Help is coming. Help is coming.
My body has gone into shock. Now I black out.
Brutally attacked out of nowhere by her boyfriend Kevin Bullock, Natalie Purdy is fighting to stay alive.
He stabbed me over 30 times. I was in the hospital, and I was unconscious. My parents, our entire family, they were just praying that I was going to survive. And they tried to keep me heavily sedated because anytime somebody came in or any noise, anything, I would scream.
To go see her, and when I opened the door, she thought it was him.
Get away from me! Get away from me! Get away from me!
Desiree, look at me.
She was so traumatized, she thought I could have been him. even after hearing my voice.
Natalie, it's me. It's Desiree. It's Desiree. You're okay. He can't get you here. You're safe.
She just feared for her life that he was gonna come and finish her off or come and hurt her again. It was really hard to see her like that.
Natalie's injuries leave her temporarily paralyzed. She faces a long and grueling road to recovery.
You're doing great, baby. Let's try again tomorrow.
No, I want to try again today.
Okay.
It affected me walking, it affected me reading and writing. I had to learn all over again. They told me that I would never be able to dance again. That was the worst. That was the worst. It's just something that I couldn't imagine my life without.
I'm going to get some coffee. If your father calls, tell him I'll be back soon.
Hello.
Natalie. It's me.
And he said, hello, Natalie, this is Kevin. Instantly, fear has set in.
I've been trying to reach you. I'm in an institution, did I tell you? But I'm going to be okay. We're going to be okay. Are you there?
Kevin wasn't in jail. He told me he checked himself into the mental hospital, and that's where he was at.
As soon as you get out of the hospital, we can get married. Okay?
He only wanted to know one thing. Are we still gonna get married? And that let me know where his mindset was. It didn't matter about me or how I was feeling or what he did to injure me.
I look forward to putting all of this behind us. I'll see you real soon.
So I had to just lay there in fear, worried if he was gonna come and try and kill me.
To Natalie's relief, Kevin is released from a psychiatric hospital and arrested on charges of aggravated malicious wounding.
In Virginia, the malicious wounding charge is generally used versus the attempted murder. It's a felony, and it carries penitentiary time if convicted.
With Kevin facing prison time, Natalie can finally breathe a sigh of relief, but she decides to move back to New York to continue her recovery.
I felt safe in New York because it's such a big city. I felt protected because I knew that I had my family there.
But less than a year after her attack, Natalie and her family learn that Kevin has cut a plea deal with prosecutors.
The charge of malicious wounding was reduced to a lesser charge of unlawful wounding.
The lawyer told my mother, don't worry, he's gonna get jail time. He didn't.
In the end, Kevin Bullock walks away with only 4 years of probation.
It was like basically what the courts did to me was basically they said to me, who cares? Nobody cares. So what? And just crying in my room every day, every night. because I felt like if I had died, then it would have mattered, but because I didn't matter.
Over the next 20 years, Natalie does her best to move on and build a new life for herself.
I did move back to Virginia. I got married, I had children, and my husband, he was a bodybuilder. And so I knew he was bigger than Kevin. So I felt protected. And while I was married, I never ever ran into Kevin. He went into the military, so he was gone.
But after Natalie and her husband divorced, trouble lies in wait.
And I remember going shopping right down the street from my house. And I was walking down the aisle, and the hair on the back of my neck stood up and said, like, whatever you do, don't turn around. And that's when I really felt like, oh my God, like, who is behind me? And I stopped and I acted like I was looking at something on the shelf. And I looked out the corner of my eye, and just as I turned my head, it was Kevin. That reignited my fear 100%.
And it's only a matter of time before Kevin strikes again.
Told you I'd be back.
In 1986, Natalie Purdy is attacked and almost dies at the hands of her then-boyfriend, Kevin Bullock. And in 2010, Kevin carries out yet another savage attack. But this time, he picks a new target.
Natalie Purdy?
Yes?
I'm Detective Patty Munley with the Virginia Beach Police Department. I'd like to talk.
She told me that he had done it again. Kevin had assaulted his ex-girlfriend, and the crime was so severe they didn't believe that this was his first attack on someone.
Detectives ran his criminal record, and where they saw the previous malicious wounding, they looked into the victim on that case, which was Natalie.
The way your case was resolved was wrong. Kevin should have gone away for a long, long time. So we'd like to make sure that he goes to jail forever. And maybe you could help, if you'd be willing to testify against him.
Yes.
My first reaction was, I'll do it. I'll do it. There was like no doubt. There was no hesitation.
Kevin pleads guilty to aggravated malicious wounding, but Kevin's attorney asks for leniency and blames his violence on PTSD. But prosecutors know Kevin's history of violence precedes his military service, and to prove it, they enlist Natalie's help as a surprise witness.
It's time. You ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
You can do this, Natalie.
The entire courtroom was shocked to see me. Kevin glanced at me, and then he just continued to whisper to his lawyer. He wouldn't look at me. He kept his head down the entire time.
I believe Natalie's testimony in the sentencing hearing was really valuable. It validated the fact that Kevin was a violent offender, that this was repeat history of his behavior, and that the courts would see that this was not a good person that had lived a good life and joined the military and became a veteran that we all should be proud of. Natalie showed the other side of Kevin, and this is what needed to happen for a more harsh and severe and just punishment for his second offense.
50-year-old Kevin Bullock is sentenced to 35 years in prison, almost double Virginia State Sentencing Guidelines recommendation.
It was the first time that I felt vindicated, like I received justice for what he did for me. I felt like now I can breathe. Now I don't have to be worried. Now I know that you didn't really get away with it, and more importantly, that you can't do it to anyone else. And that's the most important thing to me. Karma had its day.
Though Natalie can never erase the horrors of what Kevin put her through, she uses her experience to educate others.
So from that day forward in the courtroom, I finally realized that my voice matters. My goal now is to change everyone else's life. Anyone that I can talk to, anyone that I can help, anyone that I can raise awareness to intimate partner violence, teen dating violence, domestic violence. Anyone who doesn't think that it matters, doesn't think that their life matters. So I talk to anyone who will listen,